Okay, so I listened to like the first little bit of this speech up until I got to the part where he started discussing the midterms. So I'm just going to play some Remnant from the Ashes. Don't remember where I left off here, but that's not really important for this. Let's just get into it. Okay, that's not the right audio. I have a couple of windows open. This one should have played first since it was the last one, but whatever. Just make sure that's up enough. Okay, so yeah, naturally, you know, you want to say these things as often as possible. Pretty much any time you're in front of people, you want to just reassure them that everything is great, money is good, your life is good, my life is good, don't worry about it. I'm not big on statistics, like I don't really look into these things, but I just wonder where he gets these numbers, you know? Because I don't think that if he was even given this number in like a meeting or something, that he would remember it. So, well, it's gotta be either on a teleprompter or he's just straight pulling it out of his ass. Because there's no way at all that it's real. Yeah, it's pretty crazy that, you know, you can just guarantee that anytime this fucker's talking, he's lying. And it's bizarre because, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know if anybody else has the same experience, with, like, conservative family members, but holy shit, dude, even, you know, before Trump stepped on the scene, like, this is what they're like. I mean, I don't know, maybe this is something that I just feel is unique to me, because you get this, like, there's this concept that, you know, like, they're conservatives, you know, care about, like, honesty and integrity and things like that, or at least that was some notion that existed for some time. I don't know, like, to what extent that still is present in our society, that idea, but
okay, this is it.
That's never really been the case for me. It's now a lot of times in the form I see it, it's like not even necessarily self-serving. It's more like compulsive. Like it, I mean, I guess maybe there is like some underlying agenda when it comes to that, but it's like subtle. It could just be ego-based And in Trump's case, it's that plus like some, you know, other sort of global kind of incentives or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. Because yeah, that's always been like the case, even before he stepped on the scene, as far as I can remember. Get that going. Yeah, ugh. Okay, yeah, so the job market's fucked right now. Like, I have well more than the experience level that most of the places are hiring for, like, the field that I've been in my entire I don't know if I'd call it a career, but you know, working life. And yeah, yet having that, like, multiple times over, the experience that they're requiring, I am struggling to find a job. And it's not even really like there's a shortage of those jobs out there. Or at least seemingly, like, indeed, there's postings like crazy, but, you know, I've literally put out over 100 applications and have only gotten, like, you know, not even a dozen interviews. And then a lot of times, like, you get them to where they're kind of being shady about what it is the actual job is. Like, you know, you find out, oh, this is like senior living. They never really said that in their advertising. Or, oh yeah, we'll want you to be doing, like, marketing as well. So yeah, job market's not doing so good. Those quote-unquote job creators just doing whatever the fuck they want. Like, I don't know if it was so one of the job leads I'd mentioned that I had recently was, it was somebody that I used to, like, do, well, kind of work with. Like, they were a vendor who would come to clean carpets at property that I worked at, that I was doing maintenance at, and I would, you know, open the doors, let them in to a unit that they were scheduled to work in. Didn't really know him well, but, you know, I got a lead that he was looking for somebody. He just let someone go, I guess, who wasn't really able to fulfill the job, and so, you know, I'm like, shit, yeah, I can run hoses up and down stairs, and what do you call it, the floor fans and all that shit all day long. You know, I'm used to doing water heaters that a lot of times, like, still got water in them, taking those down and hauling up new ones, refrigerators, washers, dryers, all that shit. And plenty more shit, you know, throughout the day with that. So yeah, carpet cleaning, that would be a breeze, but I was told by the person I'd found out about this job through, my dad actually had told me, because, yeah, he would bullshit with these people and, you know, be talking to them during the work and whatever, and, like, get to know them and shit, so, where I'm just kind of there to do my task, go home. So I'm thinking like, okay, this is good. He's telling me the guy's was paying the last guy $30 an hour, right? So I'm like, okay, yeah, I can definitely get on board with that. That would be more than what I'm looking to be at right now. I'm looking to be at 28, and I told him as much. I'd start at 28 even. But, you know, come to find out, when I actually talk to this guy, or he fucking tells me that, yeah, like, he would start me out at 18. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. Like, I gotta, you know, I'm like 9K behind on my mortgage right now. You know, thanks for the offer, but that shit's not happening. Like, even without being that far behind, like at 25, just meeting my baseline bills and shit, I had to pay a $50 late fee every month because I couldn't pay my mortgage payment on time, so I had to push it to the end of the month. And so I'd be paying that $50 extra a month. So yeah, my ass is check to check just on 25, like 18's fucking, no offense, but it's like laughable for what I was thinking, what I was told that this was. So, you know, I don't know if he was lying or if my dad was lying, but either way, fuck them both. So sorry about that little bit of a tangent there, but I feel like some anecdotes could help, you know, just kind of do that, help explain what the current market's like.
You're looking good.
Okay, I'm not going to stop to call out everything that is, or, you know, is most likely a lie. That'd take too long. We can just assume. So that's just, you know, the disgusting shit that he's been doing. Another scam to funnel more money into his pockets, and I'm sure that, you know, they're gonna fucking fall for it. Because, like, to them, it's like they don't even care if it's a scam, you know that, right? Genuinely. I mean, living with these people, I can tell you, that's not what they actually care about. It is about, to them it is just kind of a way to support their leader, their God King. Oh my God, what are you? Okay, let's continue.
That's rough.
Wait. You can just sign up anybody's child for this shit? Damn, dude, they cannot get enough money. What the fuck are they doing with this? That's something, you know, I know it's, I feel like it's obvious, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Yeah, these people, the reason they, or one reason that they can't get enough money is because that's all they've ever had to overcome in their lives. Like the only challenge, and I wouldn't even call it a meaningful one, that they've had to undergo is solving the equation of perpetually funneling money into their pockets. It's something along those lines, like the so yeah. That's you know, they don't have any real cause, any real struggle, except that one. And you know, they don't, just like many people, they don't really stop to ask, like, why am I doing this? They just know that they have to. Right, that's a lot of, like, the reason that we haven't changed what's going on. Like, people don't ask that question, or they don't ask it soon enough and in mass, and then when they do, it's so far and few in between that everybody just kind of feels isolated. So we don't really build a movement against it. But I don't want to get off on a tangent too much. I just I do think that is relevant. It's not like it's a tangent, but it's important to note that the things that connect us and them, right? Because yes, they are not like us, but they are in many ways.
Looking good.
And you need to be able to understand them to know what is going on, like why this is all happening, and that there truly is no reasonable expectation that they're going to stop. Not without our intervention. Like, to understand them it's critical to truly understand them, not to just say, well, they're evil and they hate us and they want us dead. Though that is true when you know, like in an abstract, but it's not. You need to know how it got there. That's, you know, or that's like the correct conclusion, but it lacks every bit of nuance that leads up to it, and so it kind of comes off as a joke. Or people can believe it, but they don't understand it, so it's like, well, am I just being a little bit hyperbolic? You know, maybe my feelings are a little bit hyperbolic, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna continue. We're not letting that person in. I'm gonna change this. Sorry, didn't mean to have it public. I'm doing a stream. But yeah, we need to be able to address this shit. So it's important to understand it. Yeah, I was just saying recently in a Vosh live chat that I'm sick of conservatives having the fucking monopoly on the word, on the rhetorical use of the word fruit. Like, you know, it's not only, like, should we be able to do that, because it's, you know, it's a good word, like, but when they fucking make it weird. Alright, there's been too many appropriated usages of the word fruits by conservatives. And it's time we take it back. Oh, that can act as a shield. That's good enough. Alright. And here it comes. So yeah, I've been saying for a while, I wonder, excuse me, it's still early. I wonder if they've kind of laid off this message, the left-wing streamers, because they didn't want to sort of anesthetize, whatever. They didn't want people to get used to this. God, really though? Okay. Yeah, so I think they were maybe trying to avoid normalizing the idea that this is going to be happening. Like, they knew, because I know that they've been talking about this for a while, or a while back. There's notions floated out there that for a while we were talking like, yeah, there's no way that we're ever going to have another fair election. It's fucking over. Democracy's over. It's all over. And then that rhetoric, I think, shifted, and maybe in Bosch's case there was like some sunk costs for PV. I was kind of thinking maybe the case, which, holy shit, yeah, they probably are kind of shitting over there, huh? Knowing that, like, unless we actually deal with this problem, there's not really gonna be much left for them to do. Not without, like, just recognizing that they're kind of grifting at that point. Or, I don't know what you'd call it, because grifting, from my understanding, is like when you pretend to, to hold certain views just for the sake of it. You're just kind of willing to say whatever, go wherever the wind blows to make that bag. And, I don't know, like, in a way it's something similar to that, but I don't know if it quite fits the definition. Not to say it wasn't a noble cause in its conception, just that it's not been that thing, or capable of doing whatever it was trying to for some time. Like, you can have these small wins, but these motherfuckers are gonna pull out every stop. And I've been trying to say, okay, well, Trump is so old, he's not really gonna give much of a shit about trying to steal these elections, but the younger people in his administration who have way more to lose, if things swing in the other direction, oh my god, they have so much to lose, and they will risk everything. I don't know if we're prepared for this dungeon. But let's continue. This is more what this is about, and I need to stop game commentary so I can actually get through this. This is going to be rough, but clearly he's signaling that he's intends to steal the elections. I mean, he's already done that so many times. It's like when people pretend that it's been anything other than that, or that there was any other possibility, god damn it, that just, it in and of itself proves how fucking detached and how hopeless the situation is that everybody's going to be pretending for their own fucking mental sake, because that, or they're truly that lost on what's happening here. Oh my god. And you might think like, oh, he's just a fucking idiot, and that's true, but also what's happening here, the fact that he is being allowed to, and has been allowed to just kind of do all of this for so long, just say what the fuck ever, and not have to like control his speech, or nobody's taken control of the stuff he puts out there really to any meaningful extent. To me, what that really says is that they don't care what he says, right? Like, he can say whatever, whenever, and they kind of know that it's not going to affect anything. Like, they have shit in the works in such a way that their success seems guaranteed to them. Trying to swing there. Yeah, I think that they're letting it just they're playing it fast and loose because they don't really care. Like, it's not going to affect them. They have put things in motion that are going to they intend on succeeding at whatever cost. So, him just completely botching a speech doesn't matter.
Okay, this is it! Got in trouble.
So this here, if it doesn't have a more direct, like, implication, what it tells me is that he's trying to sow doubt, of course, if nothing else, which, I mean, there could very well be more to what he's putting out here than I'm seeing. This could have a more direct implication on, like, on a specific outcome in regards to a fair election. He's been bitching about this since fucking 2016, right? I'm pretty sure that even back then he was, trying to make the claim that, like, our elections just aren't secure enough. They've been planning this shit, obviously, for so long, and now, like, who knows, how much it matters that we acknowledge that. Been playing their fucking game this whole time. Because, like, it doesn't matter that they're idiots, or that they present as idiots. What they're willing to put their their small-minded notions into action, whereas, you know, our lofty ones will never go anywhere because we are so action adverse, and it will be our downfall. You know, it's not going to be them, it's going to be us, because we did nothing to address this. It's like, you know, virus is going to be there, but doesn't mean that you don't wash your hands and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Fakest fucking documents I could possibly imagine. It's gonna be like a 3-year-old took, you know, purple crayon and went, I voted for Kamala a million bajillion times or something like that. Sorry, I'm not feeling like doing any jokey analysis or putting any real effort into like doing that shit, because I'm not here to fucking entertain, really. Like, I guess entertainment is a means to an end, and maybe I should put more effort into it, because, you know, how would people possibly give a shit about any of this without somebody feeding it to them, you know, through the lens of comedy.
Stay down!
And yeah, saying that, you know, that it's China makes sense.
This isn't looking good.
Of course, you know, you want to have, like, I guess some plausible deniability that this isn't to steal the election from his political opponents in the U.S. But it's like, I don't even know why they're going to that extent, to be honest. He's already, you know, had that leak of him saying, oh yeah, we're gonna go after the homegrowns next. it's not just an empty threat either. They do intend to do these things, and we will probably just allow it to happen. Because, yeah, if people haven't risen up to fight against the shit that's been going on thus far, why in the hell would they do that when they start rounding up people? People are too self-interested. Yeah, you know, and there is the possibility that things do just collapse as a result of them trying to steal this, like, you know, and in conjunction with, like, the climate catastrophes and, just all sorts of, the economic, like, global, economics shit that's been going on. It's only gonna get worse as well. Like, we're on the cusp of it, you know. People can't really sit there and pretend that their fucking voting and shit is gonna get us anywhere at this point. You just need to stop if that's what you do. Like, you'd be better off just gardening with the time and energy that you're using to advocate that shit. Genuinely. Like, if you just grew a garden, you and your immediate family and community members will be much better off.
Here they come.
Which they only even had to do because he kept doing, you know, sowing that doubt. It doesn't even matter that he was putting that doubt out there. Because yeah, they were going to just steamroll shit. That they would probably be shocked at how much they could do right now and get away with it, you know? And they probably have been already. Like, the only reason they probably slowed down is just because of, like, of that surprise. That's the way to do it then.
Stay down.
And of course, you know, I'm actually sure I did not watch Vosh cover this yesterday. I was planning on it, but then I got caught up doing some other stuff. But in any case, I'm sure that he's saying the same thing on this, which is that I actually forgot. I need to rewind that for like 5 seconds. Oof. Oh, right. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, of course, you know, other governments are interfering and, you know, trying to interfere with the elections. That's like what they all do all the time. I mean, of course. That's so now that I think about it, you know, he might release information that is somewhat legitimate, maybe overblown, most likely overblown. I mean, what was it that he already got, like, so many FBI agents to, you know, participate in his, there was like over 1,000 FBI agents to participate in his Epstein cover-up. So, yeah. In any case, I'm sure it's going to be pretty easy for him to, you know, just add some zeros here and there. Interesting. He's concerned with how China wants to make things sound. You know, that you should be able to see that pretty clearly if you're a conservative, like what that's saying about him. You know, and sort of where his concerns lie with how things sound, or how things, you know, perception and whatnot. Because if he was, you know, such a straight talker and so true to life, so fucking, I don't know what other, like, what virtuous things do they ascribe to him? You get what I'm saying, though. You know, if he was so virtuous, he probably wouldn't need to be saying these things all the time or controlling your trying to sway your perception. You're right. You'd just be able to see the reality of it most of the time. He can do, you know, his things, and it's kind of like how, you know, I was gonna say like Mamdani, for example. It doesn't need to sit there and like talk about how things are so bad anymore. Like, he's not campaigning anymore, right? Yeah, that's the thing. Trump's like still campaigning, and a lot of people just kind of, you know, look at that as like, yeah, that's just politicking. But no, there's a point where you're just supposed to act. You don't need to sit there and control the perception of the population through any means but reality, ideally. But yeah, that's not going to happen, so I don't know why I'm going on about it. Let's just continue. But yeah, it really prioritizing that. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, any investment that's been put in the military, I can't imagine like how much they have replaced our military at this point with people who would be more likely even to attack American citizens and go against America. Like he's effectively destroyed the country. I'm yeah, losing hope fast here. I want to say that like yes, we can do something about this, but we're not going to. It's we're not going to do anything about this.
This isn't looking good. Oh, great. More bad news.
Yeah, so we need to do away with politicians at this point. I am in favor at this point of some kind of, well, I want to say that I'm in favor of, you know, fucking AI leadership at this point. Not that I'm like a big AI fan or anything, but what the fuck are we supposed to do? Like, how do we avoid this shit? You know, we are not capable of governing ourselves, clearly. That we would wind up with this bullshit. That fucking, like, you know, faking it till you make it is like some kind of, you know, life lesson that's, like, not something to be fucking embarrassed of. I don't know, it just... We're in a bad place. And I don't see us getting out of this. Not on our own. Yeah, it is kind of strange, the timing here. There is no reason not to call into question the timing of information coming out. I've noticed that people have gotten into the habit of doing that when it comes to, like, you know, allegations against political figures, and just know the timing doesn't matter. And I disagree completely. I think that in any case, regardless of the context, that is something that is worth assessing. That you don't just not ask a question on principle, you fucking retards. Sorry, anybody who would do otherwise, that applies to.
Here they come. It's over.
Well, I'll give him one thing. He is better at reading things live than I am. Yeah, I don't have really, like, the same motive to make him into this bumbling idiot that everyone does. Like, yes, but then again, we all are. So it really doesn't do anything for anybody, like... It's a part of the optics game that everybody's got caught up in. You know, like thinking that if, like, somehow we can expose where he's, stumbles and fumbles and is an idiot, and maybe just, like, another person, even, that, I don't know, we can, like, sway people. I think it really just comes down to feeling better, because that's, like, what we're used to doing. You know, we don't like somebody who makes fun of us. I don't think there's really anything, much more to it. Yeah, it's like it's kind of like with the whole, like, okay, well, we just need to vote thing, right? It's like, no, the same methods that we've kept doing for all this time, it's not working, clearly, and people have like a hard time adjusting to that, so they just keep doing the same shit, you know? Like, okay, well, I guess we just gotta do the same shit, but harder.
It's over.
Doubling down and whatever. It's pretty clear to see. There's no interest in changing anything, because that, of course, is disruptive to our comfortable lives, so let's just do the same thing we've always done, but a little harder. Path of least resistance.
It's over.
Okay, even if that was true, what about like fucking him having Elon try and pay people for votes? And I think there was another time as well, like, I could be wrong, but I think he was campaigning once and there was like a parade and he was throwing money out. Something like that. I could be wrong on that, but it doesn't really matter. Because that's not like the deciding factor of all this anyway. It'd just be another blatant sign of his corruption. It's not like it's yeah, figures. You get the idea.
Here they come.
I do want to make it clear, this is one of our last blatant indicators, not even indicator, fuck that, it is a direct sign that, signaling of what is to come, what he plans to do. His intentions have been very, mostly direct. There are times when, if you directly ask, then he'll kind of know that you're, trying to get him on the record. But even then, sometimes he'll just come out and say it. They've been trying to make us out to be terrorists, this, that, and the other. So you're gonna need to do, connect with your neighbors. That's really all that we can do to remedy this situation. It's neighbors, family, start weeding them out. Wait, that came out wrong. I meant, yeah, genuinely, like, separate yourself from those MAGA conservatives. I mean, you should have done that already, and I should have been more consistent in that myself, because it's never led to anything good to try to, like, reconnect and, build, like, keep things going with my family, maybe try and, like, have a healthy relationship. It just doesn't, now, that doesn't necessarily mean that your case is the same. There's going to be a lot of, like, nuanced situations out there, so you kind of make, you know, but your best judgment. That's really all you can do there. Yeah, building those support networks, those support structures is going to be critical. If for nothing else, just to escape. I would prefer, though, that people like actually work on contingency plans and setting up the infrastructure to like deal with an urgent situation in a way that is safe and beneficial to more than just themselves.
It's over.
Get it!
Yeah, this would be exciting and interesting if I had any hope that people would try to do anything about this. Wow, he's going all out.
Okay, this is it!
Here they come.
Oh wow, he's getting right on it.
Got any trouble?
Okay, well, oh shit. Alright.
Oh, it's over.
How have we allowed this back-assward nightmare to fucking persist? Ow!
Here they come.
Okay, so basically just like MAGA go do death threats to your representatives or failed threats even.
It's over.
Okay, it's finally over. So, wow. He just kind of came out with it. Oh, Bernie. I don't know. I've been saying what I've been saying. I get I guess Christmas is really what's gonna save us, because it's hard to gauge how much time, like, truly there is, especially when, you know, I've been following a lot of people, really, like, only maybe one show that I've actually about one or two shows that I've consistently watched have, no, I wouldn't even say Chris Valenti was, I think Chris has been like Vote and whatever, like he's still for that, but he's sounding the alarms pretty well, but then, like, I don't know, there's that he's still advocating that we vote, not that I would advocate not to, it's just as a he's not like big on solutions, he's just big on sounding the alarm. That's his main thing. And then, you know, like Deep Fat Pride, you got Paul Zigo, Scott Adams, TJ Kirk, The Amazing Atheist. they have been, you know, more so talking about like how this electoralism isn't viable going forward, but yeah, clearly like more needs to be done, but I don't know how their solutions stack up either. Like not voting doesn't really cut it. So listening to different people like that, it's kind of hard to say like if I've been just deluding myself or not. You know, that maybe we're or gauging this time scale properly. Because, you know, we could just be past where any sort of community resource project would do any good. I don't want to put that out there and just be doomer, because that is like my only other solution. Barring violence, community resource projects are critical.
It's over.
And they'll still be critical even in an outright collapse, but it's too little too late, and it's like the amount of suffering that we will incur as a result of putting this off is going to be greater and greater. So it's like how people sit there and preach like, oh, you know, revolution just brings, you know, historically like more suffering. It's like, yeah, but we are going to it's because people wait so fucking long. They wait till things are like at the absolute worst to take charge of the situation. So yeah, it's gonna fucking be like horrible and worse. In a revolution, yes, things will get worse, but the degree to which like how bad things are, like in comparison, like overall. Sorry, I'm stretching. Okay. I'm gonna wrap this up because I'm not really trying to play. I just wanted to go over that speech and actually hear it for the first time myself, because I did hear when he started mentioning the election, and then immediately I was like, okay, so he's doing it, because I had a hunch that that's what this was gonna be about. I didn't actually. Honestly, I was like, it's probably going to be another, like, boring speech. I didn't really have any insights to what he was planning on talking about, but here it is. I know he's done some of these random addresses before. Now it's kind of I wouldn't say that the nuts are fully on the table even, because I think this is like, he's honestly just dipping a toe in the water with this one. This is like the soft launch of what they're wanting to do here. So keep that in mind, if this seemed any sort of alarming to you. You don't headbutt. Okay, that's gonna do it for me.